Hey everybody, welcome to Adam Does Hard Things. Today I'm going to talk about my two big goals for 2025 and why you should be setting big crazy goals for yourself. Let's go. All right, so for this year, 2025, my two goals are buckles in the Crusher 225 EX and the Margie Gesick Duathlon. The Crusher, as you remember if you've seen my videos so far, I've been defeated by it twice. Once left me curled up in the fetal position at a gas station parking lot at 3 in the morning in the rain. And the second time was just last year when I couldn't find the rock cut checkpoint and had a absolutely brutal overnight by myself. And Margie Gesick is a race that I have finished twice out of 3 years in the 100. And my big crazy goal is in 2029 to do the out and back. So I figure the duathlon is kind of the next best stupid thing on my journey. The buckle cutoff for that is 22 hours, and the buckle cutoff for the EX is 34 hours. So yeah, big goals, lots of training involved. Why did I pick these specific goals, and why should you pick some crazy goals? Gonna talk about it. First, if you've ever heard of SMART goals, look it up. I'm not gonna get too deep into the details of that, but it's SMART, S-M-A-R-T, not S-M-R-T for you Simpsons fans out there. Relates to how you create goals. And this year, I am not tying these goals to my identity. I've done that in the past and it sucks. Because what happens if you put your identity and your self-worth into a goal, especially in something like fitness, if you don't achieve it, it destroys you, right? It takes tons of time to just work through why did I fail, right? Instead of looking at it as just another learning point, which all failure is, it's all a way to learn. You beat yourself up about it, and that is not how to succeed in anything. Goals in the past I have been too emotional about or not specific enough. So this year I am using these goals as a means to progress, right? I am not tying everything to these buckles. I don't really believe in luck, but there's a little bit of whatever you want to call that luck involved with the weather, with certain little things that can go wrong. Preparation will almost always trump luck, but there are exceptions. Things can happen that are just out of one's control. That's where you need to reframe and come up with other goals that you can still achieve, right? If you can't get the buckle, you could still finish, right? So I'm not tying everything into these goals, but I won't say the whole point, but a huge part of setting big goals is that when you create your standards, right, your day-to-day routine, what you do every day, your future goals help you to create a standard that makes sense. They give you something that grounds you. So each day when you're trying to make the tough choices to be disciplined, to progress, you can look to your goal and think, man, today is a really crappy day. Things aren't going well. But I've got this goal. What is one little thing I can do today that's going to get me closer to it? And just that little bit might be the push you needed to get your day rolling. And once you get started in your routine, everything starts to fall into place. So having big goals gives you a target, right? It helps you to focus your days and get somewhere. Now, like I mentioned before, I don't want to tie too much to these goals, right? Because Crusher's going to be over and then what? Margie's going to be over and then what? Whether I achieve the goals or not, what's next? These are stepping stones, right? I'm looking at progress in my whole life, in my responsibility as a father and a husband, my work responsibilities, my responsibility to myself, to my body, my faith, my responsibility as a teacher to my children, all of these things, right? Goals in all of these areas will help me to become a better person. And that's ultimately why I think you should be planning really big goals for yourself, because the bigger your goals are, the more progress you can have each day. Does that make sense? So it gives you something to look forward to and something to create your standards every day, because we all need to have standards, we need to have routines, and we need to build discipline into our lives. Discipline is something that I'll probably get into in another video, but it's really the cornerstone of how we achieve these goals. And having that goal helps the discipline, right? So it's all circular, it all works together. So yeah, that's what I am excited about this year. That's what my training is focused on. I'm going to go and I'm going to get these buckles, and it's going to be awesome. If this has been of any help to you, please punch that like button and let me know in the comments what your goals for 2025 are. Thanks for tuning in to Adam Does Hard Things. We'll see you next time.